Hey there, SoonlyWeds. We are back, and today we are talking about wedding vows. So let's go ahead and get started. If you and your partner, like many other modern couples, have decided to ditch the conventional vows and instead opt for something more personal and from the heart, then I'm here to help. Unlike traditional wedding vows, writing your own vows allows you to focus on personalization to ensure that your vows are reflective of you and your partner and relatable to your guests. Here's some tips to help you write your vows so that you're ready to kill it on your big day. First up, pick a style. While you may want to keep your vows a secret from your partner, start by discussing how long you each think your vows should last, as well as which vow structure works best for the two of you. So, traditionally, there are 3 main ways to structure your vows. First up, we have I do vows, and that's pretty much answering questions from your officiant with an I do, I promise, I will, stuff like that. Then we have repetitive vows, and this is when you repeat vows after your officiant, for richer for poorer to deftest part, stuff like that. And then lastly, we have original vows. This is when you guys write and recite your own unique vows that are specific to you and your partner. To achieve a cohesive style, decide if you like your vows to be funny or sentimental or a mix of both. Are you guys including inside jokes that you know make each other laugh, or have you decided to keep things simple so that your guests can follow along? Talk these details through to ensure that your vows complement each other. Secondly, create an outline. Once you've decided which vow style you're most comfortable with, create an outline of your wedding vows to help you express your thoughts. You want to highlight all that you know you would like to celebrate about your partner, while also being concise and helping you stay on track. To do this, write out a list of things you absolutely must tell your partner while you guys are standing at the altar, but know that it's impossible to include everything that you love about them in the span of 1 to 2 minutes. It's just literally not possible. But when outlining your vows, know that it guarantees you're able to include all the things you want to promise to your spouse without rambling or repeating yourself. You can use the following touch points to help you build your outline. Make sure you say I love you. You'd be surprised the amount of couples that forget this when they're trying to remember everything else. Highlight your favorite traits about your partner and share your favorite memories. Make promises about what your life will look like together. Acknowledge the support that you'll need from others, meaning your family, your friends, other married people. And then guys, don't be afraid to be cheesy. Go for laughter, tell jokes. Do things that your partner will think is funny and that you think is funny. It's your vows and you're supposed to represent the two of you. Lastly, practice reading them out loud and allow time for yourself to tear up or laugh at your own jokes without interrupting your flow. Then get inspired. So attempting to express all of your emotions in such a short time can be nerve-wracking. And it's natural to feel anxious about how to say all that there is to love and to celebrate about your partner. But thankfully, you can gather inspiration from your favorite books, songs, poems, comics, YouTube videos, whatever. Once you find something that you like and that resonates with you, reflect on what makes each line stand out to you. And then think of ways that you can try to convey that feeling using your own words and tailor it to your experiences with your partner. For instance, take note of phrases that resonate with you and expand on them to be specific to your experiences with your partner. On the other hand, if you and your partner are both movie fanatics and you guys love having movie weekends and stuff like that, then maybe think about including a particular phrase or a quote, something that will surely catch their ear, that'll resonate with them and have significance for you and your relationship, and that you know they'll be sure to appreciate. Include personal stories. Talk about your love story in your vows, guys. You guys are getting married. Celebrate that. Share what you love. Share personal stories and unforgettable memories with your partner and your guests that you feel have had a meaningful impact on your relationship. Whether it's an example of characteristics you love most about your partner or a funny story from your first date or something. Whatever it may be, sharing relatable stories about you guys will make your vows, yes, more unique to you and your partner, but will also provide your guests with some insight into your relationship and your love story. Guys, also, don't be afraid to make promises to your partner in your vows. Tell them how much they mean to you and describe to them what your lives will look like together. Promise to grow with one another and to spend the rest of your lives loving and sharing and growing together, cherishing them, all that good stuff. But most importantly, don't forget to say that you love them and just to acknowledge that they've helped you grow as a person into a better version of yourself. Now, while you want to make your wedding vows as personal as possible, remember that they are a public declaration of love. And you don't want to say something in the moment and you're feeling inspired and then be oh my gosh, I don't want to talk to my aunt at my reception. So So like, be careful not to overshare. The goal is to share enough with your guests they feel related, that they can relate to your relationship, and that they leave knowing a little bit more about you and your love story, but not enough that like you don't want to talk to them and that the rest of the evening is kind of awkward. Lastly, we're going to want to edit and shorten. Editing is an essential step of writing your vows. You want to read them out loud once they've been completed to ensure that you haven't like unknowingly outed anything or like exposed any private information or personal details that you just know your partner wouldn't necessarily want shared. And as you read your vows, take note of the overall style, the overall tone. Is it cohesive? Are they funny? Are they sentimental? Just reflect on the overall vibe and ask yourself if you would feel confident like reading this in front of the people that you love most. Take notes and make adjustments as you feel necessary. But make sure that your wedding vows are realistic and that they describe the life that you and your partner want to live together. Don't make any outlandish promises that you know you won't be able to fulfill, and try not to use words like always and never, as that just like denotes perfection. And as we all know, no relationship is 100% perfect 100% of the time. So you want to practice and speak with the heart. Delivering your wedding vows can be nerve-wracking, especially if public speaking is not your forte. Therefore, dedicating time to practice like saying your vows out loud and reciting them is essential. Memorization is not mandatory. You don't have to know your vows front and back when you stand at the altar. But practicing saying them out loud is a great way to reduce anxiousness and just help you get more comfortable with the thought of doing it in front of other people. Read your vows out loud in a tone that you think is fitting, and allow yourself like time to laugh or tear up without interrupting your flow. Try rehearsing in front of a mirror or while imagining yourself as your partner, and like attempt to make eye contact with yourself or your partner while you're looking at your mirror. Attempt to make eye contact like while also referencing your vows and like looking down, because it's important that like you look at them in their face. Something important is being said. But most importantly, guys, just speak from your heart. Highlight important promises to your partner with emphasis so that they like, yes, they hear you, but they also feel you, and they can feel the emotion that comes from behind them. Lastly, try to keep your vows a secret from your partner if at all possible. Like, I know that it might sound tempting to tell them, but trust me, nothing beats a like surprise and emotion on their face when they hear it for the first time and you guys are at the altar. And that's really just such a special moment that's hard to duplicate. So if you can, keep the secret to yourself and then just lay it on them at the altar and just let them gush and take it all in and have that moment. And I usually think that that's the best way to do it. But by all means, guys, do what works best for you too. No pressure either way, but just some tips from a pro. And I think that's really it. If I can help you guys with anything else, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what you guys decide to do. Are you even writing your own vows? Have any of these tips helped you? As always, I'm still planning my 12-month wedding planning course, and that's designed to really walk you guys through like a solid year of being engaged from start to finish, and like every step and process that I take all of my clients through, so that you guys really feel like we're working together to help plan like your day and your celebration. So if you have any feedback, any questions, anything that you specifically want me to touch on and go in depth in the course, please leave me some feedback in the comments. If you just have anything that you think would be helpful to know, anything light that you think I can shine on the planning process, all that good stuff. But other than that, I think that's gonna be it for us today, guys. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.